I really needed to get all the distance I could because it was back pin.
Here we go. Here I am.
Especially when you're going against someone who outdrives you by almost 80 yards. You need your power shots. You don't have the luxury of just getting rid of them at will. My favorite kinds of shots is when Metal Mario just airmails it way out of town. I want accuracy here, but this is fine. That was way closer than I expected.
Hurry up. Wow. Oh no.
Nice on.
Excellent. Wonderful. Okay. Oh no.
Nice birdie.
Also, you can spam taunts in this game, and that's one of my favorite things about this game. Good grief. I just can't hit that power shot. It's because there's so much more pressure and time to think about that. Good grief. I can't keep missing those power shots! This is going to be slightly better since I have front pin, but jeez Louise. I need to not mess power shots up, not mess 2 up in a row. I wouldn't have needed to use one had I gotten a better lie. In fact, I would not have used one.
Nice on.
In speedruns, I usually play very, very risky. Doubly, especially in speed golf. But in challenge things like this, where there's no timer, there's not as much reason to play risky. As long as I'm in fairway, I can deal with this. I just didn't feel comfortable using a power there.
Nice shot.
Hurry up.
Please don't go in the rough again. Okay, I'll take semi over regular rough. I just hit it a little too far. I shouldn't have added that top impact. That might have given me a little too much forward momentum. Please let that be okay. Okay, that's fine. I wanted accuracy there, but at least I made the green. He could still make this. I don't think he did though.
Nice touch.
Putts are very hard to make, so don't be surprised if I mess this up. Okay, I made it. Good.
Nice birdie.
Yes.
I'll see how far I can take this attempt.
Oh no. Wow.
Nice birdie.
Wow.
Alright, crazy wind again. And front pin again. Just want to get close-ish.
bad.
That's not bad. In speedruns, my goal is to hit it right around 180 yards in that situation. I think I've also messed around with the driver strap for this hole for speed goal.
Nice approach.
Wow, that took a bounce and a half. As long as I can make the putt, I don't really care.
Nice
Because I know I'm going to break even because Plum staying on the green with 21-mile-an-hour tailwind is...
Nice
it's not happening. Unless you somehow hit off the bunker onto the green, which is really tough to do.
Nice shot.
With Plum, if you fully top the driver, you actually gain a little bit more distance overall. You lose a little bit of height, but you actually get a little more distance than if you just hit the shot normally. Kind of weird how that works, because I don't think it's like that with any other club. At least that's why I tested with no wind. I'd rather overhit it than underhit it here. Oh boy. Maybe I have a chance at a putt. It's not an easy one, but it's something. Hole 5 is brutal, and yeah, I don't have the worst conditions for it.
Nice on.
Pretty sure he'll make that. That's in.
Chip in.
I can tell based on the lack of lag, or sometimes with lengthier slow putts, there might be very little lag.
Nice birdie.
This next hole, I want heavy, heavy wind, because it's a par 3. Alright. Calm. Or, what was that bounce? That bounce made no sense. This one's going deep to center field. This one's going. Gone! A home run.
Too bad.
That's how you hit a dinger. Just like that.
Chip in.
It's a shame he made that. Because now I can't just walk away with this one.
Chip in. Nice birdie.
Being able to approach is so useful. Because he pretty much gifted me that one, even though he tried to take it back. Alright, ace standard. Please stop messing up your power shots. It shouldn't be hard. If he gets on the green in 2, I'm guessing he will win the hole. Plum has pretty much no chance of making it in 2, even with the strongest of winds. And this pin's really difficult.
Nice shot.
Technically an approach distance, but I wouldn't use approach for this shot.
Nice shot.
I'm not going to question what Metal Mario's doing, because I know he can just ramp it back up pretty much at will. So, half of 85 is 42.5. Ideally, I want to be about pin height.
Nice on.
Close enough.
Nice on.
Good. That was very important.
Nice birdie.
Any leeway Metal Mario gives me, I have to take.
Nice birdie.
Sure, I've only gotten one victory, but I've also tied 6 times, and that's better than losing any amount of times. The Kenji, thanks for some 200 good luck bits, I appreciate it. I will do my best.
Nice shot.
You know, if I actually go back to OBS Studio, I wonder if there's a way to get some of those alerts from Streamlabs OBS over there. That way I can still have them. Because I really like that Pikachu one. Slices on purpose to kill some distance and counter the wind a little bit.
Nice
Really
on.
nice. Because originally I was going to go 1 less than full and then accuracy.
Nice birdie.
No matter how the rest of this goes, I'm holding my own pretty decently so far. Of course, anything can change. I've generally had pretty okay conditions. At least for tying. Alright, this is gonna be really tough. At least I hit my power shot this time, but... there's no way I make the green in 2. Basically, I just have to hope Metal Mario... My god, unplugged a little bit there. Basically, I gotta hope Metal Mario either does something really crazy stupid, or otherwise loses a power shot. I would have just not powered up, but I'm pretty certain it would have been easier to go out of bounds without a power shot.
Oh no.
Okay, so he lost the power, so even if he birdies this, which I expect him to...
Nice on.
What a sick shot. Pretty much pin height. This is why this green's so tough, because of just all the crazy slopes at the top of the green. I just have to hope to get kind of close and not roll too far down the hill. The rain helps stop that a little bit, but he's probably going to make this. So it's all a moot point.
Nice birdie.
So that's fine. Being tied through 9 could have been worse. I did everything I could. I even had a chip in on hole 6 to secure the win.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
I hate this wind.
Hurry up.
Unfortunately, he's not using a power here. It's really all I can hope for sometimes, is just hope that he'll lose a power to make future holes tougher.
Oh no.
Excuse me.
Wow. Hurry up.
I don't really know where I want to go here. I just don't want to be in that early rough because I was too scared to use the power. I don't really know what I want to do with this shot.
Too bad.
Oh man, if I had done a 2-frame slice, I could have maybe hopped off the green, but I'm close, that's all I can ask for. And he burned a power again. I'm guessing he's on the green, or close to it. With a shot like that, jeez Louise. Oh man, it still didn't go far enough to the left.
Hurry up.
whatever. I did everything I could. I just didn't get a good bounce. Sometimes with approach shots, you're at the mercy of how the ball bounces. It's very difficult to read how that works.
Oh no! Wow! Wow!
Again, all I can really hope for here is either he burns another power because this is just stupid, or he airmails shot 2. Well, I have no other choice. I'm gonna try to make this work. The goal is to be on fairway. I can tolerate semi-rough. I said tolerate, not be ecstatic about. But oh well, I'll take it. I don't think I would have made it anyway. And this is still a tough approach shot. Not sure what he's doing here, and I'm fine with that. I need to make this next shot count. So this is right side 496.
Nice on.
Well, I would have loved for that to have bounced off the rough. That's about the best I could have hoped for otherwise. Because I wasn't chipping that in.
Nice on.
Really tough putt here. That I think I made.
Nice birdie.
Luckily I've seen that pin enough times to be able to, with a little bit of time, figure out what to do.
Birdie.
This next hole is evil. I would love this in speed golf.
Nice shot.
Imagine if that had just dunked. Wouldn't that have been cool? I want to kill a little bit of distance. Once I saw I started with a 4-wood, I knew I didn't need to power up. That was a really good shot.
Hurry up!
I still need to make the putt, and he could chip in. Now this looks short, but it could bounce forward. One thing I've learned with Metal Mario matches, never just assume the AI is gonna miss.
Nice birdie.
Glad I hit that frame. One less could have been bad. I want the wind to catch this a little bit, but I still need quite a bit of distance here. Because this is still 400 yards, even though it's quite a downhill drop, so I'm gonna get a little more distance.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that was really good. I got very lucky with the conditions, and also the fact that Metal Mario couldn't birdie, despite having pretty good conditions for himself. I'm just gonna let the wind do the work, because I don't trust that lie for the driver.
Excellent.
Imagine if that had gone in. Wouldn't that have been neat? This probably makes the green somehow. He could chip in somehow.
Oh no! Okay! Wonderful! Wonderful! Excellent! Excellent! Nice shot! Oh,
Nice
no.
par. Nice birdie.
You have to take the opportunities, but it's still far from over. Very far from over. those 2 powers I lost very early on could come back to haunt me very quickly. And he still has 1 power. As long as he decides he wants full power, he'll be fine. So I have 385. I really like this pin. That's what I wanted.
Nice on.
Not perfect, but really good. Yeah, this is quite close, but again, Metal Mario could pull away at any time. That could have gone in. Thanks for the 100 bits, Akenji. I appreciate it. I think that's in. That was very aggressive. I should not have played that aggressive, but that's what the A and A standard stands for. Aggressive. All 3 of them, actually. All 3 of them stand for aggressive. That's how aggressive I am when I play this game. Okay, this is really bad, because I can't make it out here. Again, it's still far from over. If I can't make the green and Metal Mario is able to birdie, then he probably wins this hole. And that means we're tied again. And he's not giving up his power without a fight. So if I get a bad lie, then I probably won't bother wasting power. Of course, I get a good lie. I'm kind of tired of losing my power shots. See, it was kind of a moot point anyway because it was uphill, and if I add loft, I'm going to lose distance anyway, but still. The goal is not to lose my power shots because I need them, and that was a 6 shot. Just gotta hope to chip this in, but this is a very difficult approach. Oh man, that would have been sick. But this is one of the most difficult greens for me to make an approach. I've done it before, but it's not common, especially not from that distance. How does that go in? That was uphill. That would barely be enough for a no-rain putt.
Hurry up.
I hope this is going way too far. I have my doubts, but I hope so. Okay, good. Plum starts with a driver on this hole. Isn't that crazy? Stop. Oh, those bounces were stupid. With better bounces, I probably roll into the rough. That would have been a pretty okay shot. I think this is a little short to go in.
Nice approach.
Alright. I think I'm a little far back to putt. Dang it. The ball just kept curving to the right, despite adding a hook. I'll take a tie, though. I will take a tie. With crazy wind on the next hole, I could maybe see Metal Mario doing something crazy. At the very least, this has been a pretty good attempt.
Hurry up.
I wish that he somehow would have gone short. He still has a power left, by the way. So he can probably hit that pretty easily. So if he eagles, then I have to win 18. No point in using a power here. Plum hits too low and too short to get to the green in 2. The problem is there's a bomb in the way. That's not gonna work. I want to stay out of the bunker, but I was too lazy to aim. Pretty decent shot, but if Metal Mario eagles, there's really nothing I can do. Interesting. There's no guarantee he makes that, but I won't be shocked if he does. I hope this makes it far enough. Looks like it is. Not a terrible shot,
Nice on.
but that's still a tough putt. Yep, too hard. Good. That was crucial that I made that. Because now it's a tie. If I somehow win on the next hole, then I win. If I lose, I lose. If we tie, we go to sudden death. And we get the dormy music. I don't mind this wind being so heavy. Hey, Perpetual Ice. Just in time for, however it ends, the end. Would like a 3-frame slice here, but please stay out of the rough. Alright, good. That was scary for, oh my gosh. Oh man, that bad lie killed me. I basically need to hope for a mistake here. I have no idea. He could have gotten a low percentage of the lie. Good shot. I need to chip in to have any chance here. There's a chance. No guarantee. He could make this putt. I think he made it. But it's not over. I think this is the second or third time I made it to sudden death on this course. Airmail it. If there was one time for you to airmail it, it was now. Which I think he still did. But I needed them to hit it into the water. Come on, go ball, go! Get there somehow, some way. Yep, there's sudden death. If nobody is 1 through 18, I think this is a chip in. Never mind.
Excellent.
Then sudden death. It's over.
Chip in.
I have finally done it. After many years. And I'm not just saying that. I started this challenge 3 years ago. After years of on and off attempts, many failures, many close calls, I finally beat Metal Mario, the strongest character in the game, as the weakest character in power, but the strongest character in my heart, Plum, the legend, the true hero of this game. And my first ever victory in sudden death. And Camper, what are you doing? Camper with 10 gift subs, oh my gosh. Thanks for the congrats, Death Basket. Good to see you. Oh no. What is going on? I can't even count right now. That's another 10 gift subs. Jeez Louise, thank you so much. But it's finally over. We finally did it. After all this time, the Plum vs. Metal Mario challenge has been completed. Plum is the winner with 116 experience. It took 19 holes, but it's finally been done. We'll be hearing this for a while. But that was awesome. Yes, indeed.